Hello and welcome to ForgeFire Archives, episode 14. I am filled with pain. My players are a band of bastards, and there is a new rat among us.
Among Us?
No.
Most suspicious Among Us?
No.
My ass hurts.
I have taken it upon myself to create a new little handout that a secret tool I'll use later. It's called the Soul Crab Bucket.
Hey, who's doing trash right now?
I swear I just saw Red Vent. I get the references, Dom.
Last session, many moons ago, the party decided to go to the one section of the map that they probably should have thought twice about going to. And they were made immediately apparent on this when they were jumped by a couple of walking corpses inhabited by intellect devourers, among some others. Zrikic got mind raped
I've returned.
and
Welcome back.
is currently unconscious. The last we left off, Candace was talking with some sort of creature, and we blanked out after that one. And that conversation has taken place, for better or worse. So depending on who's alive or not, we zero in on the inside of the cave moment a few minutes after Candace left. Inside this cave is a number of very, very, very sleepy people. A very unconscious rat, a sleepy bird boy, a sleeping druid lady, and a devil. Or demon, whichever verbiage you want to use, depending on how politically correct you are.
Demon, actually. We're the steep.
God's getting canceled on Twitter. Speaking of the devil,
Called the mortally challenged, excuse you.
I will feed you to Zrek. So, Martyr, you're sleeping away, having a grand old time. We zero in as the screen closes in under scroll and goes in. Martyr.
Yep.
You're in a familiar place.
What familiar?
A very purple landscape that you've found out is a manifestation of your soul core.
Hush! Begins immediately calling out for Deerhead. Hello? Does he? When he looks up to the sky, is there still like the sprawling,
Yes,
nightmare veiny tendril?
yes,
Okay.
it is there, lurking beyond the veil, just staring at you, kind of like wiggling around.
There we go. Is Hollis show up?
Hollis is not there.
Oh shit. He'd want to try something. He's going to try and will. So he's got the map here shows 2 islands. He's going to try and will that they come together to see if he can affect the environment in here if it's not his to control. Well, shit. Time to fuck around and find out. Actively veins popping on his soul head.
Make me a charisma check.
Wonderful. 13.
You feel that they begin to move, but extremely slowly.
Damn, this is hard. Well, fuck. let me go look around. And he's going to run and jump off. Gravity gets weird here sometimes, but he's going to try and just free fall and like glide around and just kind of take in sights, since mainly he thinks he's just killing time till Hollis shows up. He's never been in here without Hollis.
Alright.
And he's like, alright, why am I here? I'm sure he summoned me. I guess he's coming. I'll fuck around.
Whee! You fling yourself off into your own soul space.
Yeah.
And, I'm gonna need you, my very ketchup bottle shaped friend. Make me... Let's call it a history check.
Okay. History. Oh, with my stellar intelligence.
Yes.
Oh!
Well then.
Like I said, my stellar intelligence.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You begin to impact some mist. And as you pass through this mist, your surroundings change.
Oh. Will they change too?
They change to grassy hills. There's a light and drizzle. It's sunset rapidly turning to night. And you see a cozy little village.
Can you describe the village?
There seems to be a lazy river kind of curling around it, almost protectively. It seems extremely... It seems stereotypically happy looking. And there's... You can see some shapes moving in the dark. There seems to be a couple people trying to run inside and get things out of the rain. They appear to be mostly... maybe a perception check.
Okay.
It is rapidly getting dark. They're larger figures.
Perception 23.
You see mostly orcs. A couple genasi, actually. Earth genasi. And a human or two. But mostly orcs.
There's kind of, I'm assuming, am I in like woods or something, or am I standing on an open hill?
You're standing on what appears to be a nearby hill. Decently far.
He would have been crouched down, so he's not just a towering figure over the horizon.
You're it seems strange. There seems to almost be a line of encroaching darkness that you appear to be on one side of. The village appears to be on another.
He will stay low and just not even fly, but just glide low and get close to that line.
You hear marching nearby along the road.
He will, because I assume he hasn't stepped across this dark veil yet.
No, you've not attempted this yet.
He will try and maneuver to the closest hiding spot he can, while still keeping an eye on the city and whatever's approaching without crossing the veil.
Okay, you don't get that much closer, but you are... Your perception check does give you a solid bit of distance on this. You see Helheim soldiers. Not violent, they're just marching in a solid retinue. At least 40 strong.
Do I see any identifying marks of their platoon?
You sure do.
Do I recognize what kind of soldiers these are from that?
You see three types. You see your regular soldiers, your regular... legionnaires of a sort. They're more built for numbers. They're a very strong militia, but these are seem to be more elitely trained.
Okay,
So
elite militia.
yeah, probably get taken from the nearest major stronghold, probably as guardsmen.
Okay.
Probably the that know the area. That makes like a few of them. The people who know the area. Some are orcs, some whatnot that are taken into the local garrison.
Makes sense.
The core of these are very well armed robber legionnaires from the capital.
Oh. Capital men. Okay.
And in the middle of this, you notice, and you're not likely to forget the this person anytime soon, and you instinctively feel a slight twinge of pain in your side as you see Helix. Along right next to them, a cowled figure. And
Now,
you feel something drop in your stomach. You don't know what, but something is very uncomfortable with the situation.
now, the way Martyr remembers his recruitment, right?
No, not really.
Well,
The last
recall,
thing you remember is that vague flashes of very intense, violent thought as the blessing, quote unquote, of Hybris descended upon you, and then everything went fucking red.
yes, that. He remembers the. Let me rephrase that. He remembers what it felt like to have his fiendishness awaken, but he doesn't remember the location or really anything that happened. I think he would.
Not
does he know that old Helix was there?
No,
Wasn't.
you had no idea that old Helix was there. He looks less young now, but
Young Helix.
or less old Helix now. He seems younger. Not
in my
not
opinion,
young, but he's still going.
fit,
Yeah.
But a noticeable younger.
Yes.
Martyr will try and cross this veil.
Make me a charisma check.
Okay. 16.
You get about 20 feet down the hill until you feel something begin to pull you back. And you feel your tattoo begin to elongate like a leash.
Oh. Can I not lead?
And you are dragged across the black line.
Can I make a strength save or anything to try and...
This does not involve your body. You are in your soul. Your corporeal body is not here.
I know what else does hide in my soul, though.
Mm-hmm.
A mount. Can I summon Candle to me?
Okay. Easy enough.
Technically in here, he's just that wisp form, like, unspecified steed.
I'm gonna say I almost want to say he's
the elf.
yes. You do see a larger flaming elk come running through the forest. It's taking him a second trying to dodge past the shadows in the forest, but he's coming. It's gonna take him a second.
Thematically, I think Martyr holds up his hand and like a fire lights, and it's like a beacon calling him to him.
Yeah, you notice each of the tip of Candle's horns is in fact lit.
Ooh.
And he seems large, like a proper, like, full-grown elk here.
Interesting. So as he's calling to me, or as I'm calling him to me, I would like to try and watch whatever is going down across this vale still.
The armed retinue goes to the middle of the town, and the cowled individual pulls out a divine symbol of Hybris. It glows a bloody red. And they point at a particular house near the edge of the village. You feel like you're about to vomit. Something in your stomach is churning. You're not sure. Yeah. Almost as something is calling to your essence.
I was gonna ask, does Martyr feel a response to seeing this symbol
Yes.
brandish?
Yes.
Is there like a physical response?
Almost like an old scar being like grabbed and pulled at. They take out a small, what appears to be like one of those instrument tools that they use on like xylophones and whatnot.
A tuning fork?
Something like that, except it's covered in weird etchings and symbols that kind of hurt when you look at them. And it doesn't make sense. This should be a memory. If it is a memory, it couldn't be, because you wouldn't have seen this, because you don't remember this place. It could be Hollis, could be Oblivion. You're not.
Suddenly, as this thought comes in, Martyr wonders whose perspective is he looking through?
Mm-hmm.
Who was watching this go down? I think Martyr understands the fact that it's affecting him and where it's going, and that it's Helix, his old commander. I think he's picking up who's in that house.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in Martyr fashion, he's going to make a very dumb decision.
Alright.
He doesn't know how much longer he has to look at this, because he's never been here before. He doesn't know how long it lasts or how long he's been in here. And it's scary to leave his soul unattended with that thing leeching outside, looking for any opportunity to break in.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of paying attention for a second, he's going to try and turn and look for any evidence of whose perspective is he looking. Any footprints that don't match his cloven hooves, any items that may have been dropped by this figure that they would remember being there, but Martyr can look at and try and think about who they are.
Okay. You look back into the woods. And you see a gate made out of stone and covered in. You've seen Iranian draw and do druidic like writing. It definitely seems to be of a similar make. It's covered in vines and spiderwebs and some mushrooms.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy.
There's a cloche the whole time. No.
That honestly is not entirely impossible.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit more scared of who this figure is, because that confirms that it's not just somebody knew this happened. This is kind of confirming that it is somebody's perspective. Oh God, what does Marta do? Does he has a feeling he doesn't remember who his parents are. He's recently remarked that, sorry, I'm thinking out loud. He's remarked that he wishes he did remember. But on the other side, he doesn't know if he can ever come back here, and this might be crucial information.
Mm-hmm.
So does he use the mind of a scout gathering information, or the mind of a damaged child trying to figure out where they came from?
That's up to Martyr.
Uh-huh. Oh boy.
Maybe you thought I wouldn't use dreams on him that much. You did roll the nat 20.
I did.
I had a whole other scenario planned. Just give me a second to think. But nat 20, I already knew all the entire time what a nat 20 would have given you, and I'm pretty happy with this outcome.
Martyr has to decide
All
whether
right.
what's more important to him, his past or his future.
All right.
And I think Martyr decides that his future is that while his past is important,
Mm-hmm.
his future is more so.
So what does Martyr
So
do?
instead of seeing who his parents are and what they look like and any possible connection, he's going to risk maybe never finding out to
Mm-hmm.
try and delve towards that gate and learn who was watching this go down. So he might be prepared for, because there's no, if this person watched him when he was younger and all the weird stuff that's attached itself to his soul and the grandiose things he's been wrapped up in,
Mm-hmm.
he doubts that they wouldn't continue to try and watch him. And this is information that he's been trained to gather. So he will go towards the gate in the woods, calling Candle to meet him there, however far away he is. He's going to try and
All right.
direct that way.
All right. Candle's taking a strangely long time. As you're walking, you're looking at him. You see him coming towards you, but the distance seems to keep elongating. He's also, you can feel the attempt of sound coming towards you. Something. It's very muffled. As you're walking toward the gate, it's getting a little clearer. Behind you!
Oh. He freezes and immediately he whips around like he did in the first session, I believe, one of his attacks. Bident drawn and whips around for an attack. Is there anything there for him to hit?
Yes, a hexagonal shaped layered ethereal shield pops into existence from this colossal hand. As in the shadows, there is a figure that dwarfs you 4 or 5 times over.
Uh-oh.
An entire black shadow, very Iron Giant style, tings against it. It's made of metal and rock and fucking nature detritus. And you look up into 2 cerulean blue eyes that scan you.
What does what does the racial heritage of this figure look like? What can I tell? Is this an orc, a Goliath, a giant, a fiend, a tiefling, etc.?
I'm gonna need you to make me one more perception check. It's to try and peer through this darkness that seems to be shrouding them.
I said, oh, but of course, what could go wrong? Nothing, of course. Hang on. Wait. I have a joker.
Anyone want to give him something?
I have a joker unless anybody has something to give me anything for perception. Wisdom.
I have advantage on wisdom for you.
May I please?
If you think a 16 will do you.
Better than a 9.
Yeah.
Alright. Using the advantage?
If you'll spend it, yes.
I already did.
Alright.
Okay.
You don't see this figure's face or its main body, but you do see the hand that was outstretched to create that shield. And that hand is made of metal. Entwined in vines and leaves and stone even, but there's definitely the metallic tint there.
It's like a combination of metal cogwork and natural parts?
Yes.
I keep ping-ponging what I think this is, and I don't like any way I'm any direction I'm going with it.
I'm almost entirely sure you have it wrong, but please continue.
Oh, you continue on what I think it is?
Oh yeah, by all means, I could be fucking.
I started thinking perhaps it was Elkyra. Then I started moving to thinking it was oh, what was her name? We were talking to her last campaign, became an archdevil.
Mm-hmm.
The one who owns a Clasha.
Yeah.
And now fusion of technology and nature reminds me of my ex-character.
Uh-huh.
And before you said the Vine thing, I was thinking maybe it was Forge Master Carassus himself. So I ain't got a clue.
All over the place with that one.
Yeah, that's why I said I keep going in directions that I don't like it if it's true.
Teehee.
I don't like the idea of somebody that powerful watching me.
Teehee.
Teehee indeed. Does this hand do anything to me?
Nope. It just unblocks you with that ethereal shield. And
Blocks my attack or blocks me from something?
blocks your attack. And
Okay.
you spin around with the bite to try and slash him. Or her.
Yeah. Teehee.
So the figure just standing there, looking at you with big old bright blue eyes. And I mean blue. I don't mean doing blue eyes. I mean 2 blue searchlights.
I would like. Can I use Divine Sense to know if this is a celestial fiend or undead? Or none of the above? It'll tell me the type, but not the identity.
Let's see here. Celestial Fiend or Undead. It is none of those. Well,
So Martyr.
actually, it's something of a celestial.
So Martyr pulls on the powers that Hollis has given him.
It's just not exactly a celestial.
Celestial adjacent.
Yes.
Is it?
If I had to put a word to it, it smacks faintly of Orania's magic, except much more potent and in a different direction.
Interesting.
I'm like, because you've been really staring at Orania lately.
Yeah. I would like. Well, is the hand still there after the shield drops after I lower my weapon?
Yep, the figure's just staying there in the shadows.
I glance over to Candle to see he's probably still trapped, unable to get to me, right? Like,
yeah, what appears to be vines and whatnot, they're not harming him, they're just creating bramble to block his path, and he's just charging through it. You've set your first steps on your path, little one. I'm glad. Paulus is treating you well, I hope.
He's been...
Chuckles to himself as if an inside joke he has with himself. It does seem like a male voice. It seems like it's coming from the inside of a tin can, but
he has been more than hospitable and patient with me. Who are you? His superior?
More of a more of a fractal. Stares at camera.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is somebody gonna say it?
I was about to type it.
It's like a metal man who says he's something of a fractal, you say.
The blue eyes turn green, burst into flame. Your time has come!
My furbolg friend built me quite the armor. Just... but back on track.
Yeah.
He will look at him and say, why don't I remember this? Whose perspective am I looking through?
You're looking through mine. All this is. It's all the same.
Do I know about the mind flayers enough to know that they are hive mind?
No.
No? Okay. Do I know what a hive mind is?
Probably not.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I mean, he's kind of a part of one with the groupthink from Helheim.
That's that they don't refer to it. They call that nationalism.
Yeah, you're right. Oh God. Well, that answered my question on what to say next. So are you from some kingdom together that you serve under some great cause?
Nothing so grandiose. I'm just someone looking to cause more good than harm. As is my vow.
Vow made unto who?
Myself. And my best friend, dearly departed.
He's just staring. He doesn't. Can I roll insight check to understand what this? It almost sounds like the guy's playing with him, but it's like this guy sounds entertained to talk to Martyr, and he doesn't know why.
Alright, make me an insight check.
18.
Get the sense this figure doesn't get out often, and he doesn't get to talk to more people than himself.
Okay.
So he's extremely entertained to have actual conversation.
Picking up on that, he will ask, "What brought you here? Where is here?"
This is you. You're creating this. From your deepest machinations of your mind, linked to my perspective of this event. Somewhat mine, anyway.
So why did you bring me here?
You wanted to be here.
I don't remember asking.
You had the thoughts. You wanted to know what your parents were.
Well, fuck that up, didn't I?
They're right over there. The scene stopped. And you look, and the scene and then since you entered the forest proper behind you, the scene has stopped at old Helix kicking in the door.
Kicking in?
Yes.
Oh boy. And he's a. Can I say what race he is?
Who?
It's Helix.
Yeah.
He's a satyr, so he's got those full-on hooves that bash in a door.
Basically,
Or maybe he rams it with his head.
if I had to give him a somewhat description, he seems like the middle evolved form from Bloodletter to proper Bloodthirster to fucking Scarbrand. He seems in the middle evolution.
And what happens if I go beyond the veil? Figure.
Nothing. This isn't time travel. This is a memory. What has happened has happened.
And I want to see it from my eyes. And he's going to start marching towards the veil to cross it and walk into the house.
As soon as you cross the black line, you need to make me another charisma check. The collar stabs into you like black briars, and you hear whispered into your ear, "Oblivion," and a faint shockwave is sent out through the landscape, and it begins to not completely deteriorate, but it seems more watercolored, as if it's starting to smudge.
You said nothing would happen if I crossed it. Clutching his throat.
I said the memory could not be affected.
If the memory would be hurt.
I do not know the machinations of old ones, especially ones willingly let in. Kind of stares at you for a second.
Does Martyr know what an old one is? Because to me, old one sounds like something they would call what corn was before Hybris emerged. He's the old one.
Make me a. I'm gonna let you choose on this one in case you have any ones that are proficient. Religion, history, or
Nature?
yeah, no. Nature seems too natural. One of those two.
And both the same. We'll go with religion. -1, baby! 16.
What you can recall is that old ones are in a class separate from gods and fae and whatnot. They're in their own categories. Some are more powerful than all the gods combined. Some are only able to kind of shift sideways through the reality. What is the common basement between all of them is that they are alien and they have unknowable desires, if any. And you can, and moreover, it doesn't take a genius to figure out what the one that is currently latched onto you wants.
Yeah, it's in the name. It's the one thing he says. The only earthly constant is oblivion. He gets up from the like. I imagine there's a literal like kind of like the spiked dog collars, but spikes inward are still there across the line. He gets up. It has no effect, but I think Martyr would be raging at the moment, like red in the eyes, like leaking fiery blood from his eyes. Just
in fact, you're actively starting. Your blood starting to ignite inside your soul. Your imagination and passion affect the world around you. You can feel things start to begin to burn around you, but the chain does not appear to be affected.
Why won't he let me cross?
If I had to hazard a guess, it is because that leads to a new path. This one wants you to stick on a certain path.
And he can be damned! And rage definitely doesn't help his charisma checks.
Nope. Well, actually, in here, I'll say your passion is running wild, so it'll give you advantage on charisma checks a little bit. But you're definitely gonna be feral.
Oh, he's feral, all right.
I mean, there might be unforeseen effects if you make checks with a rage bonus.
Okay.
No fine control here. Which,
Martyr
given your your rampaging inside your soul, take that at its value.
The flames that are coming out of Martyr, I don't think he knows enough to try and calm them down. That would require him to be calm.
Right.
So instead, he's going to try and direct them towards this collar enough to like just. You know when something's stuck and you're not strong enough to pull the thing all the way off, but you can bend it just a little so you might be able to squeeze the thing that's stuck. He's doing that and trying to trudge towards to see more into the house. He wants to see an oblivion be damned.
Make your charisma check.
May I look at if I can cast a spell to help? Will that help me?
You're in your soul. That's where your magic comes from.
The ones I have prepared at the moment, the only one that gives me an idea is Sanctuary, which prevents me from being attacked normally.
Things might not have similar effects, or they might have unforeseen effects inside your soul space, because this isn't using your spell slots, your stored energy for the day. This is using your life force.
Oh, then never mind on that. I'm just gonna stick with the rage pulse.
You are pissed off.
Extremely so, and he's going to try and pull for. Sorry, Connor's having ideas as he's speaking. I'm going to try and pull forward and cross through the veil again.
All right.
I have a plan if this fails now.
Charisma check at advantage because you're going with fury. 23. You begin.
Cries out.
Oh, go ahead.
As he's starting to make progress, he cries out, "I've burned Lowry once before. I'll do it again!" And is going to continue to trudge, crossing the veil, fire spewing out of every wound that opens up on him.
And wound open it does, as what what everyone else would see if they were there is Martyr is an imposing figure the best of times. Martyr is growing an extra set of horns out of him as the camera pans out. He is growing. His tail is turning from. You do have a tail, right? Just making sure.
I didn't have a tail before.
It's been a little bit.
Yeah.
You begin to grow a tail. It is a scorpion tail.
Ooh.
You increase to what appears to be the huge category size, and you do begin to bleed fire. Red, crimson, cursed flames as the chains on you begin to keen and whine in pain. For the barest moment, you get out of your chain, and you go sprinting toward your house, what appears to be your house, and you begin to go back immediately back to your regular size as you do this, but it's slow going. You're making massive strides toward this area. What do you do?
I'm assuming the chains are going to launch back towards me in a second.
Yes.
Candle's still unable to get to me.
Candle is running towards you, but yeah, he has gotten out of there. But
Oh.
he's standing there next to the figure with a massive stone and metal hand on his head, almost petting him in worry.
He can't.
If you can make just a wisdom check for me real quick for common sense.
Candle can't handle whatever these things are doing to me, can he?
I'll give you advantage because you realize Candle is a new flickering light. Candle would be fucking deleted if he dies in here.
Martyr will actually tell him to stay then.
Right. Yeah. Anywhere else, this is where Candle comes back to if he dies. In here, if he dies, so yeah, that appears to be why the figure was holding him back from trying to run out there across the line.
As he's trudging forward, he doesn't know where he is, but he was always taught that no matter where you go and what you're doing, Uncle Hybris is watching. So if that god can watch him and help him anywhere, who's to say another one can? And he's been reading up on this really cool one recently. Who's all about helping the weak and the downtrodden and those who are chained up and giving them freedom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's going to call out to Kneas. At least attempt to. And is going to call out, I'm still wreathed in pain, I'm sure. I'm sure once he's shrunk down, he's still bleeding, right?
Oh, guaranteed.
Then he'll say out to Kneas, kind of calling out to the sky, I may not be worthy of mercy, but I ask for it anyway. Help me escape what I've been. Please. He's kind of limping, or whatever the equivalent would be in here, forward. And he hopes against hope that she can hear him.
Okay. Let me just check something. Okay then. Make me a persuasion check.
Persuasion check? Okay,
Yes.
pulling it up. Uh,
If anyone's got any cards, get rid of them. No, what did I say? You all have fucking cards.
persuasion. Oh, persuasion? Hang on. As a bonus action, I can use my channel divinity to get a bonus to persuasion. Can I do that?
There may be you know what I heard about spell slots. You can do it, but you might be feeling it for the next day.
I think it's worth the risk. Normally, when I use Embassy of Peace, which is what it is, I get +5 to persuasion checks on top of what I normally have.
Okay.
So this persuasion check will be an additional +5. And I do have a Joker if this fucks up really bad.
Whoopsie.
But I'm going to go ahead and roll it using Channel Divinity. The one he has, he clutches onto the pocket watch he's been using as a holy symbol for Hollis and his casting stuff. And he's just kind of looking at the figure back there who said he's one and the same with Hollis and asking, kind of just with his eyes and clutching onto this. Give me a boost, more or less. Extend the signal. And so it'll be this with a +5. Oh, Joker. Immediate Joker.
Immediate Joker.
Persuasion again. 18. No, wait, 9. Fuck, with another 5, so 14 total.
Does anyone have a charisma card?
I just used a card.
Oh, you did.
So
14.
14.
You feel something looking at you. Something warm.
Please.
The briars of Oblivion are running across the ground like hunting hounds. And as they leap at you, a singular golden feather falls in between you and them, creating a somewhat of a shell as it explodes in radiant light, and the chains clatter against it, but given that this direct force is the polar opposite of what you can suss out is Kineas or a force of, they cannot breach. The feather is floating in the air next to you.
It's floating in the air next to me and it's slowing it down.
Yes.
Does the feather look like it's breaking down?
It is decaying at a rapid pace.
How far am I from the house?
30 feet.
My fly speed's 40.
Alright.
Faster than he should. Full 40 feet of speed and closing 30 feet of distance. He gets into the house and tries to spot himself. It would be a young martyr, but he doesn't know what he looks like before.
The scene is also decaying as you're getting closer to the house. The previous shockwave earlier appears to have destabilized the entire sequence. I need you to make me an athletics check to get in there and get situated to see that. Okay.
Anybody have a strength card?
No.
Even still, that would have been lower. Never mind.
Alright.
Martyr does have something he'd like to try to slow down the decay and wounding of this memory,
Yeah,
and I have to.
I had to use athletics because this is more of just the muscle memory. I know I said earlier, but this is something more accuracy based.
Okay. So I was making a check to make it to the house then, right? Was this?
Yes, this is essentially you getting in through the decaying exterior into the proper interior.
Martyr understands that the more he expends to try and win here, the more he has to pay for back home, right?
Yes.
Still knowing that, he's going to try and use lay on hands targeting the memory. Would that work, or would that be a waste? He's trying to heal the memory just a little longer. It's
I
bleeding.
will say
He can't stop the bleed.
this is a construct within your soul, so it should, by my own rules, work.
And he will, whatever the price is, he's going to have to pay it because he's going to dump all 25 lay on hands he has, or what that is his normal max. So he's expending what would be his normal full effort of lay on hands, not on the whole area, but just this house, the interior of this house. He's trying to patch this together and see it long enough to know, and then he can go.
Okay.
So they make it in the window with the 12, by the way?
Yes.
I like to imagine the windowsill was drooping, and he grabbed it, and as he pushed it up, he started to reconstitute as best he could.
Yes. You enter the scene, and you see on the ground, being restrained by 4 legionnaires, 1 for each limb, what appears to be a small imp creature who is currently winning against these 4 legionnaires as their eyes are glowing red, and you can see bat wings growing out of them.
I think Martyr starts to hear his heartbeat.
And you see a I know I keep asking you to make a lot of checks, but these next couple are very important.
Okay.
You healed the dream to get in there, which is going to give you a lower DC on this. I want you to make me another charisma check.
What is this for, can I ask?
To... In the corner, there appears to be a smudge wrestling with old Helix. And another one currently on the ground in front of the cowled figure.
I think I know what those are, but so I think Martyr thinks that's them, whether he's right or not. It's his first instinct, and so it's a charisma check to try and order it to something he can understand.
Yes.
Okay. I was looking over my spells to see if there's anything I can have that might help me, but I don't have enhance ability or anything like that, even known. So here comes the charisma check. 13. Is this for both smudges or one?
Which one did you look at first?
The first one, the one he cares about most, is the one in front of the rogue figure.
Okay.
The one wrestling with Helix is his lesser priority. Does that answer the question?
Okay. I'm going to post a picture into import. Well, I'm just gonna put it in war room. You see this figure look up after being essentially there is a halo of red around them forcing them to stay on the ground. You see this. This woman.
She's the one wrestling with the hooded figure.
No, there is a halo of red around her, like forcing her on the ground. Almost as if gravity is increased over tenfold.
She's been restrained.
Yes. You notice in your periphery, old Helix takes his Biden and impales the other figure.
I don't think Martyr has enough self-control for a second to realize this is a dream. I think he lunges at him.
Then
He a second ago he knew it was a memory, seeing somebody else impaled. Normally he was impaled by Helix's horns and Biden too, stabbed, and then his name comes because his horns grew in a way so when he jumped at you, it left a helix pattern scar.
yes.
So he just remembering of what had happened to him, and just this maybe remembering the pain of the moment too, just lunges at Helix to try and tackle him away. But
you fly through
afterward and before, he'd know it's nonsense. It's a memory.
You fly through Helix. And you land on the ground, having gone through him as if he were a misty cloud. As you're blacking out, I'm going to give you one more chance on this. One more charisma check. No cards or anything, just baseline charisma. This is DM throwing you a bone.
Martyr starts crawling towards the smudge. I'm assuming that's who this is for.
Make me a charisma save as he flicks this creature off of its... off of his Biden.
16.
16. Alright. That makes it by 1.
A 50-50.
I'm going to pull a big picture. Which one did I want to use? Because I didn't finish picking this particular gentleman's picture yet, but I had a couple I wanted to use. You do this quick mental math before this figure hits the ground next to you. It couldn't have been that much older than that day. You, Martyr. You don't know your name.
Does Martyr know that he's seen this figure? This is his brother.
Yeah, it doesn't strike you as father. It seems too young. It seems as if you had a brother who unfortunately didn't activate the Hyper's gene. Or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. And you see this face for a split second as it begins to fade, to smudge everything to black.
As it fades, Martyr's crying fiery tears. Trying to remember the names of his mother and his father, or his brother, rather. And just mourning his sibling anew. and I think he lets his guard down. He was being chased by vibes a minute ago.
And as the chains break through the house, you let out a cry of hellish anguish. And the last thing you see before it hits black is an eruption of flame. And that's where you're...
He's lost all his strength to resist and just gets pulled back.
And that is where your dream sequence ends.
And he just, if people look over at him while sleeping, he just has these tears streaming down the side of his face, on top of whatever other physical ailments have been following him. And the DM can correct me if I'm overstepping. I think there is just a faint offness about these tears. They're not quite the temperature normal tears should be. They seem hot. And
There's
not the brightness that you would have seen in the dream, but just agony.
Luckily for you, no one appears to be awake. This appears to have gone down during Candace's watch. And he went down to play. Candace. Dita. Dita! Unmute yourself, heathen.
Muted.
Unmute yourself, heathen.
Andrus, having had his tongue ripped out by dream-walking martyr.
Yes.
There he is.
I'm back. Sorry, I had to step away for a second. What's up?
You're good. We cut back to you, who just had a lovely conversation with a very not violent, definitely not crazy fae creature, maybe.
Oh, of course, of course.
Yeah. After you do your business, you begin to head back to the cave. Or do you? Or do you wander into the woods?
I don't know. Let me make a roll real quick. No, he heads back to the
Okay, you head back to the cave.
after the counter.
There's a strange acrid smell when you walk into the cave, and you see what appears to be leaking from Martyr's eyes in his sleep. He seems to be thrashing almost, just like twitching every once in a while.
As soon as he sees that, he goes over.
Blackish, tarish tears are bleeding out of his eyes onto the ground, and they're sizzling and turning into smoke.
Everybody up! Martyr's in trouble. Something's going on.
Not happening, brother.
The Zerkit said, "Wake me up at my time for my watch, and not before."
Ricketts is fucking knocked the shit out.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Zerkich,
My first assumption is when you were like,
he's essentially a throwback right now.
Right. Whoever would be, probably everyone.
Sippy will shoot up out of bed and go over to Martyr.
does Sippy feel any presence given the divine thing Martyr pulled on? Does he feel any?
Sippy, I shouldn't have to ask because of the sheer stat roll, but just for the hell of it, give me a perception check at advantage.
Oh.
There is a burnt feather next to him.
Sippy will take up the burnt feather.
It turns to ash upon any physical contact.
He's just gonna look.
Oh, Candace? Oh, indeed.
Martyr's a fiend. There you go.
Martyr is in fact a fiend. There is faint traces of celestial on him. as if there was something in the area previously that is no longer there. And you can see he's bleeding black from the eyes, and he has not woken up upon your thrashing.
Aside from his famous heritage, there's some celestial
Okay.
something I don't fucking know.
There was a burnt feather that immediately turned to ash when I tried to pick it up.
You know what? Also, the man sleeps essentially shirtless. His birthmark that he's told you he had, that thing, for some reason, it's writhing like Maui tattoo. Just, it's writhing, and that's also emitting a burning smell,
And
like a brand.
Normally, he sleeps upside down, so it would be, if he has that opportunity.
Oh,
it
you
would be,
fell.
like, eye level with them.
You fell on the ground a while ago.
Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. His knees unlocked and he's down.
Yeah.
That tracks.
He seems gaunt a little bit too. A little bit of the luster's gone out of him.
Can Sippy tell if he's like actively dying or if he's
Only on the inside. Oh, the cube is not
Make
covered.
me a medicine check, I guess? You don't know what, but something is draining his vitality.
Or another.
He's essentially, he looks like he's gone about 3 days without sleep.
That's what I was racking up with those.
You sure were, buddy. Yeah, I didn't want to go too far, but if you started casting spells, I would have been like, oh, that's 2 of them.
I did three things to try and maneuver, didn't I?
Yeah.
so is this
Well,
after a
technically,
long
I kind of 2, but you use all of your land hands. Yeah,
This would have been in the third rest of this. Would be about 4 hours in. I remember Candace was third watch, so this would be about 4
Yeah.
hours in.
Yep.
So I can't change my spells yet.
Nope.
Okay.
You have not completed your rest.
Pyro.
Yeah. Yes, Candace.
Given the situation, is there any way maybe the thing activates on his forehead, the eye?
Nope.
Would that tell anything?
Nope. It does not react.
Alright, well. He's still breathing, he's just writhing. We're just gonna, I guess, just try to hold him, get it through.
Yeah, Sippy's just looking. I have a plan. Otherwise, with this medicine check, he just knows something is draining his vitality. He has no idea what.
Mm-hmm.
What can we do? I mean, all we can do is wait.
Yeah, as much as I have medical knowledge, this martyr's ailments have been quite hard to diagnose properly.
While you two are talking, Martyr immediately stills.
Is he still breathing?
It's a good question. You should probably check. He doesn't appear to be moving.
Sippy's gonna get a finger on his neck to try to check his pulse.
Make me a medicine check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
We will see.
Butthole. 21.
Well, the reason I gave you disadvantage is because holes are opening up on his body, and black sludge is leaking out of it.
Oh.
And he has stopped moving. He might be breathing.
Did I check a pulse? Does he have a pulse?
If there is one, it's extremely slow.
Well.
So Connor, you get 3 stat rolls.
Very funny.
Ooh,
Can I get Am I assuming correctly? It's setting my exhaustion level to 3.
Yes.
Okay, it's set. Oh god, that's a lot.
I'll give you
Just
actually. I'll give you just 2.
No, no, go all the way. This was serious. Give me 3.
All right, 3.
I deserve it.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna try to lesserization him. Like he knows it's probably not gonna work, but he has to try anyway. He's gonna
Okay.
try lesserization at 3rd level.
Make me a spellcasting check. And fuck my knees. Dama did the thing again. I'm in my fucking chair. Ah.
Just use wisdom save.
18. Okay.
Wait, does anyone have?
He stops. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't have a wisdom card.
It will be 22. It will be 22.
Oh no, it's not actually a save. I just used it for
Well, yeah, for a check. Okay.
Yeah, it's just because.
18.
18. Does anyone have wisdom?
It doesn't sound like it.
Okay.
So. Let's see what you see. Remove Connor back to the players. Here we go. Okay. So. The holes don't necessarily close up properly, but he does stop spouting sludge. And his breathing does somewhat return to normal. It's still haggard, as if he's pulled 3 all-nighters. But he seems to be stable.
This guy goes through a lot of shit. Way worse than last time.
There's something seriously wrong with his body and soul. I fear I'm not going to be able to do anything about it.
Wrong pipe. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, Sippy has started to like pace around.
Okay.
Very anxiously.
Well, I'm gonna sound like this for a second. Arania is wrong pipe for Canada Dry. Lovely for the lungs. Yeah, when Bill said something is seriously wrong with his body and soul, I choked on my fucking Canada Dry. Fuck. Okay. Arania is up and currently wrapping him in gauze.
Blessings of a Lugna upon you, Martyr.
Would you like to make a try for your yeah. Let him pass on peacefully.
Number 6 peacefully. Wait, no.
Let him pass on peacefully, and puts a pillow in your head. Martyr, you have another dream. There's a large fat creature wobbling towards you. Come along, my child. It's time to go. Girl, the boss. Jesus.
He survived the first one, only to die to a pillow. That's fitting.
It was a comforting death. All right.
No comforting death. At least let Orania use her thighs.
Yes, sir. No, I want him to live.
It was the best of times. It was the breast of times.
There it is.
Why is breast pronounced breast when it should be pronounced breast, like beast?
Look.
You say brief?
Look
you
here.
Breathe in every day.
Look here, Hootie.
It's like the word beast, and you put an R in front of it. It doesn't suddenly become.
I don't want to hear
breathe.
shit about pronunciation from you, Bill.
Yeah. She wraps him up. I say Pareto like, no, Dom. Yeah. Well, like, Dom hasn't come in yet. Shit.
No.
I wonder if he'll.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll eventually get to introduce his character.
Tom is the blanket.
Look, I see the word breast too much in my work life. That I've been thinking about this constantly.
When you name a normal character, we can talk. Anyway.
Yeah, but we go through all that. He's wrapped up. Yeah, do all that.
We'll go on a tangent if I want, Candace. Alright. Where the fuck was I? Alright, Rana was wrapping up in gauze. His breathing has calmed down somewhat. She's pretty much making herbal tea for him. Eventually morning comes and you all take circulating watches, and the rest of you get a long rest. Martyr, you do not. You are in fact more tired than when you went to sleep, as you feel weak when you wake up. And I will remind you, for today, you have spent your channel divinity and your all charges of your land hands. Connor.
Whoops, I was muted. Yes, I hear you. Lowering them now.
All right.
0. I didn't spend anything else, did I? I don't think I spent any spells. I mean, I tried
No.
to summon Candle to me, but
No, that Candle can just go to and fro. It just, he was in extreme. It was pretty much your soul is his home plane, and if he died there, he dies there.
Speaking of him, when it comes to moving around, he will be strapped to Candle for the next few days.
Yeah, Candle's flipping the fuck out, and now that you're awake, he's able to manifest himself like, I tried to help you, I couldn't get there, and the guy said,
All right.
And that's the only noise he makes for the first 10 minutes.
Yep.
All right.
Remind me, whatever your rule is Zrikich waking up. It was just a long rest.
A long rest, yeah.
Okay. Zrikich! Comrade! Ratkin!
You are a burrito.
You are
lovingly swallowed by Sippy.
You exist again, but you wake up and you feel you're bound. Something's smothering you. Must be those monsters. Ah! And as you yell, you give yourself a splitting headache. Someone has taken an axe to the back of your head. It feels like. More yelling compounds this.
I'm fucking dying.
Sippy will go over. No, you are not,
baby.
Baby, just do it.
He keeps.
Hold on, I'll regret it.
He keeps yelling. It's great.
Get me out of my misery.
Yeah, Sippy's just gonna unwrap this record.
Why can't you be normal?
He's just gonna be on all fours, just face down, and just in the dirt, just draw out the word water.
You will give him water.
You are parched.
And then he'll just give a thumbs up, realizing that him talking is hurting his brain.
You sit there and you reacquaint your faculties for a moment.
He just pats him on the back.
One second I was fighting those things, and now I'm here.
Yes.
They possess me or something.
Sippy shrugs. My best guess is that they temporarily shut off your brain function by giving it a real hard psychic smack.
Because I don't think Zrikich got to see the thing. Pretty sure it jumped out from behind him and brain fucked him.
Yeah, because that was what Sippy thought. That was his. I think it's what he ended up
Would the description from what we've learned so far and what Zrikich might know, being in his line of work, would he have known what had attacked him?
Sippy will call it a brain dog.
You? Oh, yes, you. You have a very keen idea of what jumped you, and you're now bothered. Because whenever intellect devourers are about, their masters are not far.
Well, guess that's not going to be the only headache I get today. No. I figured that we'd be dealing with them, but not this soon.
Put to a vote.
I understood we would deal with them in our mission, but to run into them first thing when we get here is kind of a pain in the ass.
Yep, here we are. What can you tell us about them?
Well, I know that they're pretty full of themselves, and it's not for no good reason either. They're good at taking advantage of things that are a little lacking in the brains department.
Pointing to Martyr.
Yeah, you look over at Martyr, and
staring at
Martyr seems to have lost a third of his body weight, and he looks like he's seen some shit.
He's drooling, just staring at a rock.
Yeah.
I guess you can tell me what the fuck's wrong with him after this.
Unfortunately, we don't know.
Not a clue.
Well, these creatures and the pets, they like to take advantage of the lacking intellect and incapacitate people. And then, well, the bigger ones, they like to remove your brain. Sometimes eat it.
Andros is writing all this down. He's writing down everything about these fucking things.
They're very shifty, very crafty, but they're full of hubris. Can use that to our advantage. And, well, if they think they're in their element, it might be a little easier to get the jump on them. They're, well, like I said, full of themselves. Other than that, have to really keep our distance from all being affected by their abilities. They can affect multiple people at a time if they're close together. Shatter their brain. Not really. More of just really mind fuck you.
Alright. So you all get ready to head out. Martyr still seems to be taking his time coping.
I think Candle's trying to lift him up, but he can't quite get the angle right on the horn, so just lift up arm, slump, lift up, slump, lift up, slump.
Eventually, he just uses his big dumb fucking deer teeth, which luckily have he has the sense to transmogrify them to herbivore teeth this time, and pretty much grabs like the strap of your sword scabbard for your Zweihander, and like slings you over him.
Martyr just kind of grunts and telepathically tells him, "Thank you."
Their faces just keep sweep back through your mind. You're trying to like imprint them on your on your brain, so you don't lose them again.
Oh, that's all he's doing is everything else be fucked. Whatever the nature the arm guy, fuck it. He may not even remember him because he's got two people he's thinking of, not even the cloaked figure.
Yep.
He's got a limited storage capacity, so he's deleting all the files he can.
Alright. Y'all begin trekking toward Tavarosh again. Yes, yes?
I believe so.
Alright, you begin traveling, and we'll put you back on the map. Right, you should have. Yeah, sure. Alright. Let's see here. If I recall, it was. What was it? 2 days per square? Or 1 day per
I
square?
believe so.
Yeah, 2 days, that's correct. On
I
foot.
think it was 2.
Alright. And I believe you move to the adjacent square. One day passes without incident. Candrace, you have the map and those locations marked for you.
Yep.
However you want to deal with that.
Yeah, he'll relay the information that he learned.
Those two locations were areas of Winterfell activity. Heavy Winterfell activity.
Gotcha.
That's
And then Kalvrosh is
there. Yes,
yeah. What is it?
that's the town you're heading to.
Okay.
As far as fuck.
It is.
Then we gotta start climbing a mountain to get there, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, it's about halfway. It's about halfway up the mountain.
So we've done 1 day of travel, right?
Yeah, you're halfway through the next square, and then
Okay.
this next morning. So yeah. You do have the one marked off. About halfway through the second day, through that square, you all hear a noise. It is reminiscent of a grunt and a squeak, and 2 other guttural voices, large. Oh, hey guys, we's got a good one today. It's a big old bitty rat. Look at him, he's covered in a tin can. And
Mario's ears perk up.
What an introduction.
and Zarach, I would like to inform you that during your sleep, you've been found by 2 large green figures who have hogtied you and are now like holding you in like a cat's cradle, kind of wrapping attached to a stick.
Well,
Oh, it talks! Mess, look! Where are we? It's a magic rat.
Did you say one of them was named Mez?
Yes,
Okay.
Mez and Gauze.
Okay. Carry on.
Alright.
I thought you're making a Mez.
I want to break out of bindings.
Make me an athletics check at disadvantage. You appear to still be like your body still is like. I think they tied it enough to where you're starting to lose blood flow.
Fine.
My sneak rat shall do sneak stuff.
Yep.
Sneak towards.
You'll hear this nearby.
Head towards it.
13 appears to not be enough. It's even for Hybris, the Red Mist, the god of the Hellheim Empire.
Yes.
Fix your goddamn
Yeah, that's
name.
11. I would be at if I max my dex.
Takes a press before I name you Crossrot.
Well, does Rickich successfully sneak up and see what these things are?
Yes, you do in fact get close enough that you can spy the 2 figures. They appear to be trolls. And enmeshed in their little trap in between them appears to be a Skaven, a particularly like muscled specimen for your species. Definitely sporting maybe just a quick perception check to see if you can recognize the clan. Clan markings do appear to be Karna, or ironic.
Mm. How close is he to them?
He is trundled beneath them like a pig on like a long stick.
I meant Zrikich.
Oh, Zerkich? You're about 20 feet from them in the nearest bush.
Do I see sneak rat?
What's your passive perception?
Can I actively look for other people?
I don't know, why would you?
You see Canderous come walking up. Hey!
Son of a bitch! Why would you do
You
that?
do in fact see
Away
it.
from the bush. He doesn't know where Zrikich is. He just walks towards me.
Roll me a d4, CK, and if you roll a 1, you pretty much stomp on on Zrikich while walking past him. Okay, you come out of a bush. Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
I
no.
also had I was having Candle follow Canderous. Because
So
Paladin aura and safety and weakness.
okay, Arania comes behind as well. Sippy.
Let go of that rat. Lights up his sword.
Hey, gosh! We've got some heroes right here. Look at them.
As he says heroes, I think Martyr, full demon, riding in on flaming mount, steps around. Heroes?
Someone's trying to take all rightfully claimed breakfast.
Zrikich is gonna see that Canderous completely ruined his plan, so he's going to try to maneuver so that he can like jump up behind them and shank them.
All right.
Go around or go around. Never mind.
You.
That's what he's doing. He's going around to
Okay.
try to get behind them.
Why don't we just head over to a slightly familiar battle map? Why don't we?
If it's
When you
the same,
when
if
you
it's the
say
same one as the
slightly
red
familiar,
caps. If it's the same one as the red caps. I'm sending you a new forest map.
You all appear to be sitting in a giant foot.
You fucker!
Damn it.
the fucking grids still aren't aligned.
Here. I'm putting it in War Room. New map! Actually, wait, no, not that one. That has a grill. I'm not cursing myself in my own fucking way.
There would be bushes, kind of like. Ugh, okay.
I mean, I really don't know where would 20 feet within this area be with a bush. So I'm kind of just waiting
Bushes,
for him.
no. But his map. Like I said, I gotta get a new one.
Hee.
The map.
Like I imagine for Zrikich would be to the side, and Candace would come up like towards the middle, straight up towards him. I don't know.
All right.
And
Now that
that
you
bush is a bush.
now that you look closer, one of these trolls looks different than the other.
Shit.
That's a troll,
Mm-hmm.
and that's Gauze, and here's Mez.
Magic troll. Die.
What was that?
It seems to be perpetually sweating something.
Stinky troll.
Ew.
Does Martyr know how to stop a troll from regenerating? Or does he know to?
Yeah, I would say they're a common enough occurrence that they would teach you how to deal with trolls, especially considering your entire empire's theme.
Yeah. Is one of those 2 damage types. He's like, oh, that's no fucking problem.
So, Zrikich, I'm gonna need you to roll me another stealth check because of this entrance. By the way, by the way, you guys, before this starts off, you're not getting that close immediately. You're coming
Oh, okay.
you're coming out of the brush.
Also, I can put candle down, or we can just accept that I'm mounted.
Snee.
Also, he should be a large size token whenever you do his thing.
Oh, did you make a sheet?
Yeah.
I can actually connect it real quick.
In case you all had any doubt, the candle is fucking massive.
He is a big boy.
By the way, Dom, remember when I said I'll let you find out who Candle is? Meet Candle.
No
He's
take candle.
He's a summoned fiend, or a summoned steed as a fiend type. I summoned a reindeer, and naturally, it's just dunked in fiend blood, so it has predator teeth. Also, the basis of his whole intelligence is corn, by mistake. Not the one you might think. The kind that grows in fields. I keep joking. He cares not from where the corn grows, only that it is shucked. You know, because X-Corn became Hylas. But, Joel?
Save changes. All right. That is now a token, a large token. I will now send him to back. Yeah, to back. It should still be under your control.
Yeah.
And I imagine you came behind on Candrace.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
what they were behind me.
Yeah. Y'all are back here. Where did I will put Rhonda down.
You can also just be riding on the back of Candle. I think a large creature can carry two.
You seem perturbed. You seem like you need Candle to yourself right now.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
All right. And here is where we're going to process some initiative.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
Let's fucking quit.
I'll wait to click it until DM says to, in case he has to clear the order.
Mm-hmm.
No. No.
DM, tell me to say the words.
Ooh, nice.
For initiative.
There we go.
And you know what? I missed out on a chance. I have a thing called Burning Village.
Sure did.
But I like the one you sent me, and I keep having to look down and see if I'm getting messages because I have stream remote on.
Yeah.
Hang on, I gotta adjust mine. It was a 6.
The music earlier, speaking of sends, was fairly on point for how it felt. Kind of up and down, good intervals.
Oh, I like that music during that whole scene. That was great.
I recognize that map, Connor.
Yeah, because it literally just Googled Forest Battle Map.
You've
We can
used
get away
that
from-
map before, Connor.
Yeah, because I just Googled Forest Battle Map. I make no lies. I have used it many times, but it's a good map. Got nice varied terrain
At least it has fucking bushes within 20 feet of the encounter.
and not a giant ass foot.
If only we're still using the fucking foot.
I'm just assuming there's these giant foot marks all
This
over
Foot map is 3
Oriole.
campaigns old.
Shame.
More voice initiate. Yeah, foot. Defeat.
Oh, Discord actually let me send all those at once.
Oh, there they are. I tried to avoid some of the hyper realistic ones, and I didn't know if I would go for it. Well, not hyper realistic, but you know what I mean. Like they're like 3D models looking.
Yeah, they're probably gonna look worse when they're blurred to hell. As Pyro seems to do. He likes smearing Vaseline on all the maps.
Oh, I use all those maps, so they should be fine.
You say that.
You say should be, but
Yeah, but I see him taking out the can the tub of Vaseline right now. Just
The
starts
absolute
smear-
10-gallon bucket,
55-gallon barrel.
elbow deep.
So many maps.
I don't imagine I get my fucking assassinated off of this, do I?
If you go before them, you would.
Yeah, I think you still
You got a
do.
24.
I gotta roll their
Does
initiative.
Does that really make them surprised?
As long as
Yeah,
you go
it's
before them in initiative, let's see what happens.
Yeah, that.
Alrighty.
I gotta roll Ronnie's first though.
If these trolls beat a fucking 24,
Anime trolls.
8.
And now for the troll and
They
the
literally can't beat a 24.
did somebody metagame?
trolls-
No.
Trolls don't really have high deck.
maybe
Troll. Also an 8.
DM hostile? What's the thing Pyro always said? A hostile DM? Yeah.
I wouldn't know nothing about no hostile TM.
Troll, lake troll. What would these guys' initiative be if they were internet trolls?
-3.
Because they don't do anything in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
No, you need
But they're
negatives.
lightning quick to respond to you and point out any spelling mistakes you make.
Feature keyboard warrior.
Alright.
Background neat.
Zrikich.
Alright.
Sorry.
Wow.
Background weeb.
In one hand, his short sword +1. The other hand, flask of oil.
Nice.
Well, there's my Vaseline.
He's going to scurry about next to this one.
Ghost! There's another one!
Does this give me my assassinate or no?
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Assassinate procs if you go before them in initiative.
Yes.
Fucking do it.
Sneak stab.
Come on.
Ignore the +3. I don't have plus.
46.
So it'd be a 21. Damn, 2 1s on the weapon dice. Though. That's kind of sad.
That will in fact hit.
Bless won't be up, so 17 still hits it.
Yeah, 17 hits it. Oh no, he gets advantage anyway, so 21.
Oh, nice.
Alright, what damage is that?
46 damage.
That'd
46.
be yeah.
Hell yeah, baby.
Alright, let's see here. 18 plus. God damn, that's a lot of math. That's a lot of number.
Wait.
Right.
There's a lot of numbers.
Didn't you say it was surprise?
Yeah, from him.
By Zrikich.
Yeah, that means it's an auto crit.
He already has.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Oh, okay.
I have
is
a
that
macro
that?
that sets an auto crit. If
Yeah.
I have
I
Oh my
forget,
God,
I
if that was-
forget you're a macro fiend.
If that was base stab, that'd be fucking. What the fuck?
He just dealt
I didn't
46
actually
points
look
of
at the
damage.
damages. I didn't actually look at the damage.
46
Yeah.
damage. How do you do 46 damage to this gentleman?
He's gonna scurry about on the ground really low to sprint right up to him, and then when it goes and kind of like tries to look for what that movement was, he's gonna shoot up and drive his short sword right into its neck.
Love it. Hell yeah.
It begins
And
flailing
then-
wildly.
He's gonna use his bonus action for dash to run out after this. But as he's like got up in its neck, he's gonna set his feet on its chest, pull himself out, and toss the oil flask on him.
Okay.
On this gentleman.
On this one.
Is that a check of any kind? Save?
The oil flask?
Yeah.
I think it's a say. I can't remember.
I'm not
Dexterity
sure if the
save?
oil flask actually has some sort of. Oh, let me see. As an action, I can splash. Oh shit! It's not an
Then-
item interaction.
Alright.
Then I won't do that.
Let me
but he'll
do-
have the oil in his hand.
Okay. Alright, so you shank him on the foot like you put a smile on his neck. He's like, "Arrgh!" drops his end of the stick, obviously. Zrach, you're kind of like face first in the dirt. You don't take any damage. It's just dirty. Goes. Yeah, I believe that is the end of your turn.
Let me finish my movement.
All right.
And I said I'd use my bonus action for dash.
Okay, you have mobile, right?
Yes, I have 50 feet of movement.
That was more or less for so he doesn't try and smack, so he can't try and smack you.
Yeah, this is my first 50 feet. And
Alright.
the other bit, I think that was.
He
45.
scurries back into the bush.
So that was 40. And then right there. He just did a fucking drive-by on his neck.
You did. And it dealt some damage.
Yeah.
More like gorilla tactics, goddamn. Fucking bonk. A man in a gorilla suit just come running out with an orange mohawk. 2 axes. Alright. Sippy, you just saw a display of brutality.
Sippy will point at the trolls. Specifically the one that's all covered in water. You. Why are you wet?
What? I'm always wet.
My secret cap.
That's gross.
I'm moist. Moist.
Grobble.
No.
Visible disgust. Oh,
Grobble.
oh,
No.
Oh, God.
Not the grobble. Oh god, I picked another one. No. Wisdom?
Candace almost dry heaves.
Yeah, wisdom on both of them. I'm using it at second level.
Both of them?
Yeah. Grobble.
Oh.
Yeah, they both fail. They're both grobbling.
Nice.
Grub. Grubber. Grubber. Well, not yet on their turn.
They're not grobbling yet.
Alright, so the rest of you falls to the ground as Ranch. Alright. Is that the end of your turn, Sippy?
Yes.
Alright. It makes me laugh at now, but you're not going to be saying that when all Paul gets here.
I will say it as much as I need.
I'm going to create an anti-magic troll just for you. Zrach, you're on the ground, and these trolls are getting clowned on. Would you try to make an your Brian's have loosened up to where some blood is flowing back through you. It's not just gonna be a regular check. You can use your action to get to try and wiggle out of the binds. Dom, sweetie, you're muted.
I didn't realize I was muted. Struggle. Get free.
Do it.
Nihil!
Rage.
Rage?
No.
Oh, please be a multi-class barbarian fighter.
Oh. Yeah, you know what? Multi-classing from barbarian to other ones works all the time.
Shut up! I'm already getting outclassed by Paladin. I know he's a pure barb, and he's gonna let me be happy with my dream seed.
Lots of synergy there.
Sorry to say this, Connor. You're getting outclassed by a fighter.
Oh, you're
he
barbarian.
he's
are you actually raging, or are you just saying that?
he's saying that he's angry rat, but
Angie rat. Angie rat.
angry rat
Pretty
explodes.
fucking angry.
You are now angry rat, and I assume you stand up.
Yes.
All right, that was your
Where are my
action.
weapons?
They were still tied to you. They're kind of stupid.
Holes, that's fair.
You don't say.
Now, would you like to describe your armaments and yourself real quick to your captive audience?
I'd like to take my
I think it was the
take my
captain
turn
one.
first.
Yeah.
By all means.
Still punch me.
By all means.
I'm just gonna go right here.
what's gonna be an attack of opportunity from this gentleman? He's like, "Hey, little snack, get over here."
Okay.
Claws. It's gonna try and bite you.
Mm-hmm.
12. Conk!
No.
Oh! Is it still covered in tin metal? Makes my mouth all
So,
tingly.
This way, Pyro.
This way.
This way.
This way.
Chaos breath.
Describe your chaos breath.
Zurkich. I've noticed some very familiar magic.
Wait a minute.
Something warped in nature. Is this?
You monkey! You don't
Sickly
you don't have 48. You're level 6.
Oh, I fucking misread that. Fine. Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, whatever,
No.
game. Just give me more damage.
No. 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 Fix it.
There, it's fixed.
And he uses his strength.
No. Why is there strength too? It doesn't scale. No. No. Bad.
I forgot to unclick the strength.
Bad monkey. Hang on. Stop it.
Dom really tried the most to
Stop.
get everything
I
by.
forgot to unclick the strength bit.
Stop
too.
struggling. Hang on.
Dom said, I don't know why TSA would have an issue with me carrying a bomb through the plane. It's not like I'm going to set it off.
Hang
Yeah,
on.
they'll be fine.
Hang on.
I see no issues coming up in my
Where the
future.
fuck is your
No,
chaos breath?
none
Let me see.
whatsoever.
Strength. No. It's not even an attack roll. Stop that. Motherfucker. All right.
The attack roll wasn't clicked, you dumb fuck.
Don't even just shut the fuck up. You don't have anything to say because you fucked it up on start.
Here at Dice-aster, children, we advocate preparing before the games.
I advocate fucking rat abuse here.
And that right, Nito. Preparing and letting the sorry. That felt uncalled for now that I'm saying it.
Also, what's your speed?
30.
207.
Why didn't that auto get put in? That should have auto put in.
I will cut you.
No.
And you're... buddy. Okay. Okay. Reroll it.
Yeah. Fine. Bop.
There we go. That's the proper numbers.
Why didn't the saving throw get put in there?
Is she-
3.
Woo! What's
Set
the
it up
saving
as
throw?
spell.
It's a
Like a
deck
cantrip.
save.
It is a deck save.
Against what?
Hit against a modifier based on his con.
Okay.
Fuck
His
easy.
con's probably maxed.
30. Describe. I'll go. I'll do the thing with your fucking save. You describe what you're doing.
I did. It's a sickly green lightning that seems to come from his mouth.
Yep.
Rat.
Let's see here. They are going to need to make a deck save, which are they're good at. I trust in their +1s. Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
No. They both take 12 lightning damage, and they are. Oh god.
They are glowing now.
They are in fact glowing. A sickly green glow. Is that the end of your turn? No, actually, I think it's written. I'm using the rules for Fizbins on this one. It takes up one of your attacks.
Correct.
And I will say you can only use one of these per turn, even though you get multiple.
Obviously.
Wait,
Yeah.
if it takes up an attack, then can he use his action?
No. In Fizbins, it's like it takes up one of his attack actions, as in.
To get out of the binds was nice.
Yeah.
I said action surge. Does no one hear me?
Yeah.
No, no one heard. I don't
No
think.
one heard
no one heard
Well,
you.
he used his action surge, I guess. So
Hey,
there we go. I think you still have one melee attack then.
Ooh, good.
You can
Melee attack, they say.
Schmack troll. Oh god! It's crispy critter time! No, with the critters!
I believe I can. That's not a. Zrickage, is that a friend of yours?
What?
Pause for Skaven racism.
How the hell would I know every rat to crawl out of the filth?
I am going to stab. What did you do to my sheet?
I didn't touch your fucking
I
sheet.
didn't roll damage.
It auto roll damage. Just click the damn name. Blade +1.
POV, you've never used Roll20 before.
Mood. You deal 11 slashing damage to this poor creature.
That's not
Well,
all.
you gotta forgive Dom. It's not like he has to build a new character every other week. He's not familiar with the sheet building statistics.
I mean, some of us aren't so gauche as to try and use character manager, that broke ass piece of shit.
I just have to throw shade a little bit at him.
But you don't throw a little bit, you throw it whenever you can!
Bap.
Oh shit, here we go.
He's gonna come around.
Yeah.
Wait, they're already about to grovel. There's no point of that.
Welcome to
It does extra damage.
Welcome to Zrek
Use
2.0.
it on a different one.
They're both gonna grovel.
I don't know what Grubble is.
Grovel means they face plant and go prone.
He
Oh, I'm
uses
not gonna do
command
that.
to
Never
tell him
mind
to
then.
grovel.
Alright,
Dude, I'm
strength
just
save
gonna
from the
die.
troll.
No, 'cause I didn't realize what Grubble was.
Alright, wait.
We'll
They
do that then.
cast command, they both failed, and so they're both going to spend their turn dropping prone, groveling, and then end their turn.
So, you can do nothing
Then
or...
that is the end of my turn.
Okay. As you take the, your fucking blade and slash into this creature, it's like, oh! Martyr.
Martyr sits back, just kind of rolls his neck for a second and stares at them. He's physically and mentally tired. He grabs his Zweihander, pulls it to the side, and fire licks down his arm as it ignites as he casts Searing Smite on it.
Mm-hmm.
First level Searing Smite.
Brilliant idea.
Into the Christ of the Lord, Lord of the Holy.
As he utters out, I would not count on a hero's mercy from us. And since Candle can move 50 feet in a turn and I'm mounted, I can move 50 feet. We're
Also-
gonna move.
Yep.
Oh,
There.
keep your sword on fire so I can set the other one on fire.
It's well, like, buddy, I can only do so much. So with flaming sword in hand, he's basically going to try and like drive by, smack this fucker. Zweihander attack with the extra d6. So where's my sword? Great sword attack. Hiya. Does 21 hit?
No. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Then add Searing Smite. I need a DC 16. Forget. I'm not raging, so let me turn that off.
On save?
Yeah. So at the start of its turn, it ignites. The target must make. At the start of next time you hit a creature, your weapon flares with white hot intensity. The attack deals an extra d6 to the target, causes it to ignite flames. At the start of each of its turns, until the spell ends, the target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 1d6 fire damage. On a successful save, the spell ends. The creature is within 5 feet of you. If the target or the creature within 5 feet uses its action to put out the flames or some other effect doused it. So yeah, he'll take an extra d6 fire damage, which in this case is a 6 for the first attack, and now he is on fire. And at the start of his turn, he'll make a con save. If he succeeds the 16 con save, flames go out. If he fails, it takes another d6.
Alright, that was at
So
the start
this
of
guy
turn.
on fire, and I'm concentrating.
Alright, minus 18? 18.
And I'm going to dump a smite into that.
Feel free.
Do I have? Oh, I did use Bill's smite macro. I'm gonna dump a first level smite into that.
Do it. Fuck yeah.
Do
Are
it!
they undead or fiends?
No.
I just want to ask so I can use all of them.
No.
And it's not a crit, correct?
No. No.
8 more radiant damage.
Alright.
On top of all that. And he did take fire damage for regeneration purposes.
Yep.
As he's going by, Martyrs just kind of uses the weight of the blade to pull him and lean him a little bit, and just there's a deep, deep slash across him, and then a second later, fire reeks across the attack he does and spreads almost like a snake coiling around him, just jumps all around him, or perhaps like chains and bramble snakes around him and keeps him lit on fire. And then Candle can dash, disengage, or dodge. So he's going to disengage. So he doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity, but technically I do. As I'm going to move right here.
Nah, it'd be forced movement because he's pulling you.
Oh yeah, you're right, because he's an intelligent creature and he would act on his own. And he's just Marta gives him suggestions and Candle can't. This is a note then, DM. Candle can disobey Marta's order, technically, if he's an intelligent mount. Martyr might threaten to dismiss him and summon a new one, but as an intelligent mount, from what I'm reading, he acts quote unquote independently on the same initiative. But I think generally he'll listen to Martyr's direction. So he disengages and I'm over. And then I'm going to end my turn there. I'm concentrating on Searing Smite, and that's it.
Good turn, nice.
Irania Stargrove. Nihil! Lightning blast this one in the back. That's a dex save.
Yep.
Fails.
Massive.
19 electric damage. Alright.
And last thing, could Martyr have called out to let everybody know to hit them with fire to prevent them from regenerating?
You could.
Yeah, and then that's when he does his flame, whatever. Just so
Alright.
it's in character, everyone knows. Use at least fire.
It's now the troll's turn. He grumbles. And I believe they also need to make a con save to put themselves out.
The one does. If he succeeds, it's 16 con save. The spell ends. If he fails, it's another d6 fire. That's a fail. So that's another d6 fire. Oh, 6. Another 6 fire damage on him.
Yeah, he's rolling on the ground on fire and in pain.
So as he sits there like a boa constrictor, this leaping cord of flame just constricts around him.
You hear a whisper in the back of your mind.
It almost makes him angrier.
Yeah.
Fire at the corner of his eyes, just a little spark. And move. That's it.
Yep. Canderous.
Yeah. 30 feet. Gonna run up. Looking down at the troll groveling. Say your prayers, you fucking bastard. And he's gonna swing away at it.
Advantage be like.
Oh yeah. And sacred weapon.
Oh. Do we have advantage on magical effects within your aura now? Or is that not yet?
Yes. If you're within 10 feet of me, you would have the effects of it.
Okay.
22 hit.
Just barely.
Barely.
Mhm.
Then second attack. Those
Uh,
Double one, baby.
It's time for your favorite whatchamahoo.
Uh-oh.
Do it. Fucking do it, baby.
So, here's what happens. You slice into you smash into him the first time, and it works pretty good. Like, really good. But for that second swing, it kind of got some viscera stuck on the end of it, and given its troll flesh and it's from a part of his body that wasn't burning, a hunk of that flesh gets up on your face and kind of like pseudopod like grabs onto it. You rip it off pretty quickly, but you're gonna take a little bit of like nibble damage as it does like a small mouth.
Nibble damage.
Nibble damage. Take three slashing damage.
All right.
As a small piece of this troll kind of like gibbles on the ground, and there's now will represent by this purple circle.
That's action. Bonus action.
It will go after the troll's turn.
Fucking disgusting.
That'd be the end of your turn.
You want to step any closer to the other troll?
I've used all my 30 feet.
Oh.
Wait, fuck, totally forgot about Flambeau. My familiar, or no, my steed.
If he's a riding horse, doesn't he have 60?
He's a war horse, yeah.
War horses have 60?
You did say you walked out here though.
I did say
I'm gonna say Flambeau wasn't summoned at the time.
Well, he's there always, but yeah, I got you. But I did walk, so that's my turn.
Sitting down somewhere.
He's just, oh, was I supposed to help with this? Whoops. Grobble time. Wet troll.
Could a torch be used? Go with club.
Ooh, that takes off my proficiency and makes me use strike. I think I'll just throw it.
Do it. Just throw it.
Brink him, John. But that's your turn. Ganders.
Yeah, I already said in my turn.
So many choices. So many choices. So many groveling choices. You can grumble here, but I think you'll grumble right here where he stood. Yes, Mr. Rogue. You have many choices this day. Would you like to use your new weapon to really murder them?
They're both pro.
Yeah, this one's on fire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one was not on fire, so it's going to
The wet one.
moist.
Moist.
Get him, Secret.
Oh, it's my turn? My
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is going to be a handful. Sorry in advance. But that troll's on fire, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short sword away, torch out. What's that purple thing?
That is a
item.
small, like, head crab looking chunk of troll flesh that was torn off of
Yeah, I rolled.
Candace's maul.
I got like a pseudopod on me.
Is that like moving?
Yes. It looks gross.
Okay, well, we'll somewhat avoid it. I'm going to brush the torch up against Shitter right here to set it ablaze.
Set
You're
him
on fire.
Set him even more on fire, yes.
No, I think he's lighting the torch with it.
He's lighting the torch on the troll.
I see.
And then he's going to step right here and toss the thing of oil. Actually, no, not step right there. Just toss the thing of oil.
Onto the fire.
No, onto him.
Onto that gentleman? Okay.
Yep. So improvised weapon attack with the oil flask.
Alright.
27 or 24.
Yeah, why the fuck does Bless not... Come on, piece of shit. As the glass breaks on him. And then bonus action, going to whack him with the torch to set it on fire.
Alright. He is in fact lit. It doesn't appear to be lighting him on fire as much as the other guy. He seems to be resisting it, but he is on fire. Takes 5 fire
Do you
damage.
want me to roll the torch, or do you want me to just say I set his ass on fire?
It's pretty easy. Go ahead and roll to see if you do anything special.
Oh, he's throwing it at his face, I guess.
Tunk.
Because shitty strength.
You hit.
Basically, just ran up the other troll, lit that, turned around, tossed that shit in his face, and then threw that at his face too. I think I used 35 feet of my movement to get here. Alright, and then the oil does 5 fire damage also.
Mm-hmm.
That's 50. So I had to use my bonus action to throw it. So that is Zrikkich's turn. Setting that bastard on fire for 2 rounds.
Sippy.
Beepy.
What do you do, Sippy?
Oh, just taking any damage. I'm a healer.
Damn shame.
Bless everybody.
That's a fair point. Can I life in order?
Inflict wounds on one of us. Roll a d3, and so you can heal him.
No. If I life transference myself, I'll take damage and then I'll heal myself. See, that's a big brain play. Yeah, I guess. Or, he could just grapple again.
No.
Oh shit, I only had 2 torches.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go.
Your torch is lost on throwing.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I
Suffer.
only had 2. Now I have 1.
Suffer.
I literally only have them to set shit on fire with. I don't use them for light.
Yep.
So I did two wisdom saves.
Oh no.
Double grubble.
Grapple.
Is the DC 15 or 16?
16.
16.
Please, no.
Grubble forever.
Please.
They don't have advantage for any reason, do they?
No.
No, trolls do not have magic resist.
Damn, I was really hoping I get to use my channel divinity, but they ain't gonna do shit.
No.
They ain't gonna do a damn thing.
Sippy just looks at the one troll.
Hey, don't do that!
You-
Don't do that! I see that you scum!
Get those fucking things away from me!
Pulls out a gun.
Sippy
I'm not scared, bitch. Oh, our attorney's here.
Sippy points to one troll. I will stop if you dry yourself off.
Fuck this, I'll do it myself.
And to be fair, if that beholder actually showed up, I'm leaving.
Just skiddly bop. Good luck, party.
You want the mount? I have the feet. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh shit! If
Who
an
wants
enemy matches
daddy's
one of our
belt?
mounts-
What's daddy's
Mother
belt?
crying.
Yeah, they would straight up dissipate. Just.
Well, we would be the ones turned into red mist.
Oh yeah.
So they're grappled again.
Grapple, motherfucker.
Could you do me the favor and tell me what effect technically this is? Grapple.
Grubble is just knock them prone.
No, I know not prone. For future reference, so I can plan around this fucking monster.
He's using a
Grovel.
command spell.
I know it's
Yes,
command,
command.
but it's not actually like charmed. So what the fuck
No,
is it?
it's not. No, it's not charmed. No.
It's forcing them to act. But if they can't hear him or understand him, he can't do it.
Yeah.
Noted.
It didn't work on the brain puppy.
Undead doesn't understand your language, or if your command is directly harmful to it.
Three.
Yeah, so I can't tell them to kill themselves.
This seems pretty fucking harmful.
That's a little more than one word, too.
This is,
Goku.
Post a picture of low tier god. That's the one word.
Imagine. I use command suicide. Just, huh? Life
Command-
cleric? Just
Command. Sudoku.
Alright, Stippy, anything else? Bonus action?
I mean, he doesn't really have a bonus
Just take
action.
nah, you know what? An oldie but a goodie.
Spiritual weapon? You don't have spiritual weapon?
He already cast a spell.
Oh,
First
right.
of all,
There we
Connor.
go.
First of all, it's
There
a
we go.
spell. Second of all, you've played with this character for how long? Did not remember he's a pacifist.
And he keeps yelling at
You've
me.
caught
yelling-
the most cruel and painful deaths. I hope you know that, Mr. Pacifist.
No.
Drink a healing potion.
He said, I won't directly heal you, but I will prevent you from being able to fight back as my friends slaughter you.
Yes.
This is the mercy. Grovel.
Grovel.
Do not resist.
No,
Grovel.
because
Grubble on fire.
Because again, it's not that he has a thing against violence. It's just him doing it is his problem.
I'm not gonna kill you, but I'm not gonna be the one to save you.
Yeah, like he has a very specific set of pacifism that I specifically made to not be dumb.
God damn
If
it.
he was a true pacifist, he wouldn't be doing any of this.
He'd
But
be in a monastery somewhere replacing candles, right?
Yeah, no, his pacifism.
You know what? Make this Grubble. I dare you to kill it.
No.
No.
I'll do it. I'll do it right
Do
now.
it.
You know what?
Do it. I dare
These two
you.
would be great friends.
Grubble. Make it
It is
Grubble,
my
you
turn,
fucking
yes.
monkey. Alright. Zroch.
So it's still prone, yes?
It is still prone.
And on fire.
And on fire.
Advantage.
Yes.
Torch them both.
Yeah. Oh.
Well,
It's an advantage, so... well, but
Well.
it still misses, though.
Let's circle back around.
Wrong one on fire.
There we
River
go.
Doodling. Oh.
They're both on fire.
Oh, you're right.
There we go.
That one will hit.
Rat. Stab it.
The other rat. Oh.
You know
Well,
what
you
that
have to
also
forego
is?
one of your attacks. It says you can forego one of your attacks and
Yeah,
use
but
a
it still
bonus
has to
action.
hit, I believe. I believe you still have to roll that.
Yeah, but you just used both your attacks.
Yeah. You only two.
You can forgo one of your attacks and use a bonus action to direct one of your.
Yeah.
Fine. Fucking rat stab.
Are you,
You've
Shame.
already, you've
are you
already done
telling
No.
me to cancel your
I
own
am
attack?
I am foregoing my own attack. Yes.
But you...
Oh,
Okay, so ignoring the 24.
Ignoring the
God,
24?
does this get approval?
I guess. This is an introductory session anyway. Maybe next week you'll know his abilities before the game.
It's only fighter. It's such a complex class.
Thank it.
Would you look at that? He dealt...
that sneak attack damage was the worst thing I've ever fucking
Oh no,
seen.
he dealt 3 more damage.
There's also on top of my superiority, I get added to that damage.
Hold up, wait a minute.
You added
D8
D8 to
or a
his attack.
D8.
Hang
I
on.
don't know which one he's got so far.
We can talk about this.
D8, I think.
And double check.
No, I think he's still at D6.
D6.
I don't know.
Checking.
Checking.
No, superiority I start at a D8.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, right. I was thinking of the feet. Oh,
Yeah, the fighting initiative.
Hit us with that D8.
Seven.
Oh, an additional.
Dorime. Ameno. Latire.
Hey!
He's gonna shake into this thing's neck on the ground, then look up. He's like,
I don't take orders from another rat. What the fuck?
And it's
The
still on
worst don't
fire.
compose you.
Right?
Yep, you fucking dead, bitch.
toasty roasty.
That is the end of my turn.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Second level Searing Smite, approaching the downed troll. This time, 2 beads of flame do a helix pattern down his arm.
Ah.
I know, ironic. Who do you think taught him how to do it?
Hee-hee.
That doesn't track. He wasn't a paladin, and the army. I'm just fucking with you.
Teehee.
But it lights the sword. He doesn't realize the pattern he's done as he lifts it up at advantage. Going to bring it down. Great sword attack.
You could show some
19.
mercy. No. Mercy? What's that? I only have daddy issues. Alright, that's...
And then an additional 9 fire damage on top of it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And I'm going to dump a smite into it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Is this a crit? It's not, is it?
No,
No, he's not restrained.
no,
And another 12. That was a second level.
no,
32.
no.
Carter just one hand palms his sword and lifts it up and slams it down.
Ow.
This time, 2 snakes coil around it and snap at it and writhe.
Stuck in the
Please.
bathtub, be like,
Mercy, I didn't mean any harm. I wasn't going to eat the rat. I promise.
Mario looks at him, stares him dead in the eyes, and goes, "Unfortunately, we don't care." And is just gonna stare at him with that like fiendish rage in his eyes. It's gonna do nothing. Can I roll intimidation? Because I never really get to use it.
You
I wanna
can.
explain shitless before he dies.
You can roll intimidation. I'll give you advantage, but I'll tell you why afterward.
18.
redemption, by the way.
Yeah. I'm the good guy.
He's
That kinda
terrified.
seems to be-
He's terrified.
That kind of seems to be completely counterintuitive to your own.
That's the whole point of Martyr. Is he's a redemption paladin, but he's in no way sounds like he should be redeeming himself. But
And I want to. You have advantage in this. I'll tell you why afterward.
So an 18 then.
Yeah, that's an 18. He's terrified and on fire and dying.
and I'd have my sword in his chest, sending more fire into it. I lift it up. Candle will disengage and have me sit back for a second and just watch. Actually, Candle's not going to disengage. He can take an attack of opportunity if he likes.
A disadvantage because he's on the ground.
Will he take 1d? A 10? I think that just hits Candle's AC. If he's making it, he can make it against me or Candle.
Candle. Bigger
Okay.
target.
Roll damage. 16 piercing.
Candle's dead.
Yeah, he poofs.
Candle poofs it and flows back into you. He just he wasn't even trying. He was swiping out and like I'm on fire. Oh god.
Reaction.
Yeah.
He's gonna. I need him to make. Here it is. Rebuke the violent. I need him to make me a wisdom saving throw or take radiant damage equal to. So he's gonna take 16 radiant damage on top of.
Wisdom
Wisdom
save.
save DC 16.
Okay.
Rebuke the violent after stabbing him in the chest.
After he
Yeah.
begs for mercy, and I say,
I want-
but
Does Martyr really want to do this?
why not?
I think we could use a nice oath breaker in our party.
I'm just saying, does this sit right with the oath he made?
He made no oath to be non-violent. He made an oath to figure out what he wanted to be.
Okay.
So this creature was doing harm. Sippy's okay with watching him get murdered. This is evil. Good loses no sleep when.
But
evil
look
dies.
into those big beady eyes of his.
Oh,
I mean, TV Mitsumi is just like, it's a bit much. Like, he's like, yeah, I guess. Sure.
He saves,
so
by the
he
way.
just fucking saves. So he'll take half. He'll take 8 radiant damage.
Oh, goody. A
As
slow, painful death. He's still alive.
Yeah. So as he swipes and gets Candle, he poofs, and then a radiant afterimage of his own claw stabs himself, and then dissipates.
Nice.
And Marta just lets out this horrible, deep, guttural fiend chuckle, just
Okay,
deep
Tippy's
within
gonna have
him.
some words with this boy.
Oh,
He's letting his anger out. He's
yeah.
venting.
Yeah. By the way, you wanna know I gave you advantage?
Why?
You feel... now that you've had this traumatic experience, some other things have been rattled loose. Some more memories. And what you've done with these twin snakes and whatnot, that you subconsciously... some Hybrians, including Old Helix, did have fire manipulation. And those fire snakes are something he did. And that chuckle, you can almost feel yourself emulating him.
Martyr is releasing some stress, and these are some bad guys, so he's gonna beat them the fuck up. He'll worry about the moral repercussions in a minute.
well, I just need to message someone something to asking a question how they might react.
Boy. It's either Liv. He's either messaging Liv saying, "Hey, Aranya, how would you react to your boyfriend going full murder?"
Definitely.
It's
There's
either
no
that or
other person.
It's either that or he's messaging Fergus being like, "Hey, at what point do I say you become an oathbreaker? Please help."
I think we don't care is enough.
They've been through a lot. He's done worse and they've turned a blind eye.
You know what? I'm just
But when he comes down, he'll have some thoughts about, "Oh shit, did I just do that?" He's growing, but he's not all the way there.
I'm also gonna point out you're using flawless Roy logic, and I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. Didn't I tell you this was gonna be my Roy character?
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
It's Eldritch Smoothie, baby.
Well, welcome to heaven or hell.
Either
That's
way,
right.
we roll.
Yep. All right. She's not responded, so I'm gonna go with for a second. Arania doesn't do anything this turn. If Liv says otherwise, I'm just going how I think she'd react.
Okay.
He does nothing this turn. This troll is dead. This piece of giblet is going to make the disengage action. It's gonna hit the old dusty trail. It's just gonna go this way. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. It's gonna go over here.
Attack of opportunity from Candle.
That was a
Oh, but
disengage.
Candle's gone.
Yeah, Candle's gone. That was a disengage action.
And got some mighty movement for being a giblet.
20 feet. So
20? That's a lot.
Not enough. I'm coming.
Oh lord. Go ahead. Yeah. Eat it. Go ahead, Grom. See what happens.
Eat this. We're getting late. We should probably hurry up.
And
Yeah.
your
I know.
destiny.
All right. Canderous.
Oh,
Finish you.
Yeah, looking at it being set on fire, seeing the awesomeness that was Martyr's fucking.
Oh,
Look at this new guy. Look at this new guy's like, damn, you hit hard. Holy shit! And then he's gonna attack twice on the downed, the groveling troll.
Are you getting a call?
You
Discord.
can get 4 nat ones.
Yeah.
Liv is calling Pyro right now.
No, that was me. My friends called me forgetting that I got D&D today.
Gotcha.
Can't talk right now. Important stuff.
It's rude.
All right, Canderous.
Can't talk right now. I'm making piss.
Hold on.
Roll your hit, you fucking monkey. All right. That
Alright,
hits.
Our second level smites on these.
Okay.
Why the fuck not?
Yeah, roll it.
Give his ass.
Roll your damage.
Alright.
Yeah, it's dead.
God dang. That's a wallop.
Right on the head, crushing it like a melon.
You kill it. All right.
Yep, okay. Sippy's gonna go over to Barter. Just look at him sternly. Did you just sacrifice Candle? I know you didn't actually kill him, but you specifically made a choice to put your mount in danger, to make him feel pain, so you could kill the troll.
What is back?
Oh, God.
Ah,
was,
get played.
Did you say
Fuck
something to me? I'm sorry.
yeah, I was trying to say something. Sippy
I'll
just
say
goes.
again.
He just goes up to Barter.
Combat isn't it?
Oh, combat isn't it? Oh, goddamn, the giblet's still there. God.
Con save on the burn, or is it dead?
It died.
Hmm. its flesh begins to knit back together somewhat.
The giblet?
No, big one.
Fire doesn't stop his regen.
Nope.
Uh,
What do we need? Cold?
you don't look at me.
I don't think any of us. can
Aranya has
stand
ice
it.
knife, doesn't she?
Yeah. She
It's a lake troll. I mean, what the? Oh my god.
ice knife, and then whoosh, it's dead. Just had to establish that. Yeah, you only bring its regeneration down to half if you just use fire.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
The giblet's fucking got it out of there. Oh fuck, man, gotta get out of here.
Come here, Giblet.
Oh, gotta get.
I die.
Gotta get. Oh god.
So, Sippy comes up to Martyr
Yeah.
as
Sippy-
Ricketts murders this giblet.
If he walks up to Martyr, just looking at him sternly. You put your mount in danger. I am aware you can summon him again, but you made him feel pain. So you could cast a spell on the troll that we would have dealt with anyway.
He looks at you and he's got a lower lip quiver. And he's just gonna fall into a hug. And just weep a little. Sorry. I just got lost in it.
Sippy,
Sniffle.
Sippy will pat him on the back.
I didn't mean to. I just started. No escape.
Oh fucking dude.
Dashing branch to branch.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Anime teleport fight style.
So you guys eventually kill that sliver of soulmate, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Martyr wipes his tears
There
off.
we go.
You can factor that into how Aranya reacts, is that he's mournfully sorry and he didn't really doing it until he
Good
was
fighter.
after.
What's your name? Good fighter. What's your name? Just yelling into the trees as they're running off.
Zirkit stabs the troll giblet, walks up to the troll's body, and throws it on the burning corpse.
Toasty.
Oh no, another giblet.
Next time,
The whole troll's a giblet.
next time I'm going bigger.
Giants?
It does not matter. They will all
Martyr.
grovel. The bigger they
Martyr
are,
will-
the harder they grovel.
Martyr will ask Candle, "Are you okay?"
Try me.
Yo, what Diablo doing in here? Hold on.
What did Diablo doing?
He'll
Why
be
is there
mur-
holding a token?
It's been a token for quite a while.
What? Why did you fight Diablo?
It's a pit feed. Anyway, yeah, murder.
Because Pyro is shameless.
And you
Martyr.
chose pity Diablo.
At least he's honest about it.
Yes.
So how is Candle holding up?
Candle is hurt, ashamed, and hungry.
Just a nice troll out here.
I'm sorry, I'll get you more corn. I can't summon you back today either.
Missed out on a whole day of corn because you were impatient. Is this what it's like to be child abuse? I read about it in one of those books I found.
One of those books in Martyr's mind, yeah, that extensive library.
Yep.
To be fair, though, he does have an extensive collection of what it's
He
like
was
to be
there
abused
for
as a
book
child.
club. That's technically where.
You missed my joke. So he does have extensive knowledge of what it's like to be an abused child, though.
Yeah.
The party will just see Martyr just start bawling again out of nowhere after having this conversation
And
with Candle.
as he begins to bawl and cry and perhaps shit and or beep, you all begin to.
Gonna piss your pants. Gonna shit and cum.
Easy now, I got something to ask you. You gonna cry, boy, or piss your pants, maybe, or I don't know, shit and come? If you're not coming, I'm coming.
what it feels like to drive a new Ford F-150.
And with that, we're going to end our session, and we will meet up with our new rat friend next time.